We're back with the second excavator video, and everybody who watched the last one, I love you because it got copyrighted and that stinks. But we got all of our parts, we got gaskets, we got freaking water pump, we got fuel pump, we got a thermostat. I'm not even gonna show you it. But big issue here. The one gasket we need pretty much is not there. So I devised a plan, and we are gonna take the old head gasket and we're gonna clean it up, okay? Yes, I keep my tools in the trash can. We got it all nice and cleaned up here. As you guys can see, it's looking really good actually. I think I outdid myself. So, yeah, I think it goes on like this. I'm just kidding, it's actually upside down. Not joking. Wait, am I joking? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, it's gotta go like this. So, maybe these things are just freaking stupid, huh? Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Jeez, I almost had to go back and look at the last video. Anyways. Get ahead. Yep, let's do it.
Take those out. Just keep them in order.
We can't take them out. No, we've committed to leaving them in. It's
No.
off the YouTube
No,
video.
you gotta take them out.
Take them
No.
out. Seth, take them out.
Don't take them out. If you take them out, you're fired. Going down. Hold on. We're about to click in. Oh, clicked in. Next thing's next. Grab you some 0.16 weight oil. Basically, you just want to bring it up to where you can about see the oil. You want to just get the threads a little wet. See that?
Jayson just ruined this head.
Jayson just dropped in.
Is it in there?
Mm-hmm. What did I do with the other bolts, guys? Are you capping on me? We lost one bolt.
You set it down, I think. Idiot.
Alright, now for the times everybody's been waiting for. Beep.
Double check later on.
That's torqued. It's on there.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Can't even get it off. That's how good it's on there. Got the valve train in and on. Freaking going 18 foot-pounds. Woo! Sheesh. Now we're gonna get the valve cover gasket on this bad boy. Alright, we are gonna torque the glow plugs real quick. So we got the fan off. I'm gonna go set this down. Holy crap. Look at the inside of this pulley. Isn't that kind of crazy? But now that we've got that all off, we can get to the bolts. Torque wrench is gonna be basically right where the camera's at. It's gonna get in there and do all the things. Perfect. Perfect torque on the nuts, guys. Call me if you need your freaking nuts torqued. Dude, that's crazy. Look at the amount of buildup over here, guys. Look at this. Ew. Every time I take out a bolt, I'm gonna go and set it in its respected area on the bag all the way around, right? And then I freaking, well, actually I could just put it in the water pump. Anyways, I'm gonna freaking put the bolts in the holes, okay? Then I'm not gonna lose where they go. Who's ready for a coolant party? Me, I am. Here it comes. Yeah, I think we have the wrong water pump. What I'm seeing is this hole, and this hole. These 3 holes are not on the other water pump. That's a load of malarkey. Obviously, we figured out that the water pump's wrong. So now what I'm gonna do is I am going to freaking install this freaking exhaust. Crudge, dude. That's a new word I just made up. Okay, so didn't quite work out how I wanted it to. So we're gonna take a different approach. If it fails, try again. You know? I think somebody said that once. Thinking it just needs a couple of freaking taps. It's looking better. Ever having fitment issues? Tap it a couple of times. You know? And if that doesn't work, probably just give up, go home, quit. Does this actually have a freaking orientation? Yeah, it's not here anymore, feller. Get out of here. Get out of here. Dude, you guys are about to watch me get attacked by bees. Okay, you've got to be joking me now. I'm about sick and tired of this crap. Is this really wrong? How could it be wrong? I'm not even joking, you guys. This might be the wrong gasket. If I line up one of the holes, the exhaust hole would be like freaking, it would be all here, but then down here, like a quarter of it would be missing. And then not a single one of these other 3 holes would line up. But the freaking gasket kit, see that? V2203. V2203. MDIEU9. If anybody in here is laughing at me right now because they've been working on tractors forever, I freaking hope you are enjoying, because what the crap? How many different variations of this Kubota engine are there? Wrong water pump gasket, wrong exhaust gasket. The manifold was right, the intake manifold is right. So I guess what I'm gonna do is basically work with all the right parts that I have. Let's switch gears now. Let's try to get the intake done. Gonna be scraping it off, then freaking giving her the beans on the wire wheel. We got it brake cleaned out. Gotta find, oh, there they are. Gotta find the paper towels. Now that we've got the paper towels, and we're dropping them, we can freaking wipe it up, wipe up this surface. Make sure we got a clean freaking mating surface here. Oh yeah, see, that was dirty. There's all sorts of freaking dirty. Intake's gonna be the cleanest it's freaking been since it left the factory, probably. So obviously I just threw that intake manifold on there, right? But actually, we're replacing the injection pump here, right? And, well, you can't get to the freaking injection pump bolts with the intake being on. So good thing I didn't fully mount the intake. And now I'm going to take that back off and frickin' then we're gonna take off the injection pump. Okay, so I just wanted to turn on the camera because I just watched a YouTube video, and this guy, he gets all of his bolts out and he goes like this, and the thing just comes right on out. So that's obviously not happening for me.
That's all there is to it. Now we can lift our injection pump right out of the hole. And you can see these have roll.
Well, help me understand. I don't even get it. I'm worried to break something because that guy's pin is all like loosey-goosey. Oh, there we go. I think I might have just broke it free. Some pretty decent scoring on the rollers here, but nothing to, you know, write home about. Yeah, I don't even know. Like I said, it's nothing too crazy, so it's not the worst that you've ever seen, not the best you've ever seen, but somewhere right in the middle, and you know, it's a good thing. The camshaft, on the other hand, looks fantabuloso. Must be made of a harder metal. I think this is where I'm calling it a day. It's about 11 o'clock. This is, I'd say, 98% cleaned up. And I've got it soaking in PB Blaster. We got all of the parts thanks to Mr. Bobcat in Spokane. But this one, we can thank China? I don't know, it's either China or Japan. I'm not versed. Where's Kubota from? What we do got is all the new gaskets here, guys. And frickin', we got the exhaust gasket. Remember this? Remember these? And then we got all the fuel pump gaskets. I already went out and I measured them. Remember, I thought they might be a 3-layer thing. Well, they sold me 5. So I had to measure them, figure out which ones I needed. Got them. New water pump gaskets, new water pump. And basically, we're just going to continue to clean up the surface for these shims, not gaskets, shims. To shim this pump and then put the pump in there and then do the pumpy things. Okay guys, first piece going in. There's the part number for anybody who's wondering. You know, if you have a Bobcat 331, it's part number. The Chinese kits, they don't do you any good. Oh, look at that. That's a fit right there, guys. And not the kind you put on. We got the thermostat housing gasket and high tack. So basically what this does is it allows your gasket to stay in place when you got these flimsy paper gaskets, and then you can, you know, just go grab all your bolts and stuff and it's just gonna stay right there. Getting this water pump cleaned up. I got the gasket off of it. I also want to mention, I don't think we have yet, but it's been a week, or a little bit over a week, and this is how I left all the water pump bolts. I don't know if I got that on camera last time, but when you're working on projects long term, it's always smart to keep your bolts in order because, you know, sometimes it matters what way they go back in. So I always just try to put them back in the same way they came out. Look at that. Wow. It's looking pretty dang good. I think I'll probably throw the water pump pulley back on and the fan. For everybody wondering, this is what the water pump pulley is going to look like going back on. Look at that. It's all back on. Okay, I just want to show you guys really quickly how I'm taking these injector cup seals out. Taking a pair of dikes and I'm wedging them. Hold on. Wedging them right in between that copper crush washer and the injector. I don't know how well you guys can really see that. But anyways, when you squeeze, you can see separation until it basically just folds. And then you can twist it. Oh, then you can twist it right off. And the injectors are ready to go in. Our cooling system's almost ready. We have a thermostat to install tomorrow. And we'll get the fuel pump installed tomorrow. We'll get the coolant. This thing is going to run tomorrow. Calling it right now. Well, now I just got to get it compressed down onto those freaking studs and T-yorked. And that's that, guys. We got the injection pump on. Got the freaking bolts and nuts torqued down. Now it's time for this water or thermostat that doesn't have a gasket on it. Got our new thermostat housing gasket. Also, in the last clip, I was freaking tripping about not having a O-ring, and I guess you don't need it with these ones. So, whatever, dude. We could probably put this front fuel fitting on, but we could save that to. We made oopsie. Psych. Just got to find some crush washers now. We got all the injectors in and on. They're torqued down. We got crush washers for the top. You know, like they were impossible to find. Injection pump on. Blah, 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 blah. Now we're going to get the intake on. I actually already got it all set up right here. Ready to freaking go. We got freaking bolts. Intake gasket. It's all clean, ready to go for us. I'm just gonna slap her on. Intake and injector lines are on, looking fancy and fabulous. Freaking, can put this guy on. Boom, installed. And then next things next, we're gonna get this alternator. Oh, wedged back in there. This is where we're leaving off today. We got the intake on. Well, I should say airbox and then the intake, because I guess we did both today. We got fuel lines on. We got the injection pump in. We got the alternator and belts on, so you can spin the whole motor now. Look at that. Isn't that something? Freaking new thermostat. And yeah, we were gonna put in the radiator, but we got to get some cleaning done because we got family coming over. So is what it is. I'll be back out here tomorrow. Okay guys, we are back for hopefully the final day on this mini excavator. We're going to have to go get oil. I still haven't done that. But other than that, I'm not seeing too many things that should stop us from throwing this radiator in. We got the radiator in, got this fan shroud back on, radiator's tight, got this cooler kind of just propped up there right now. We got one of the hydraulic filters freaking placed. We still got to get this one placed. And then what else do we got in here? Okay, we've got the don't touch the fan guard. which I believe, yep, does that. So we got to get this upper rad hose on and then put that fan guard on. And then we have an overflow tank. And I believe that's the end of the cooling system. No hand guard is on. We got a fuel filter from 7120. If anybody knows what's wrong with that, drop it down in the comments. Got the freaking overflow tank on. Degas bottle, whatever you guys want to call it. I guess that's not a degas bottle, that would be considered an overflow tank. Anyways, I know what I'm talking about. We got all this stuff in and on. We're charging up the battery. Just trying to think, there's got to be something that's going to stop us here. And I really don't think that there is, but I'm just going over everything in my head, and I can't come up with anything. So if you guys are watching this video and you know what's missing, drop a comment, because I don't think anything's missing. We've had wrong parts. We've had parts show up late. We've had to go source parts that, you know, nobody carries, and yeah, it's stupid. But I think we've successfully done it. That would leave us with the only thing that we need to do is fabricate this pin that goes in this hatch here and allow it to move freely. Because when he brought it to me, it was broken. This is what I'm doing. This was the first part of my day, is draining this diesel. So I'll be here for a while. Okay, so I don't know, two and a half hours later, I'm done draining the diesel. I'm on to draining the oil. And why does everything on this tractor bleed with like just a tiny little drip? I'm probably doing something wrong, but I think that's a load of crap. So I'll see you guys in probably about another 2 hours. Okay, I just want to make this announcement for everybody who lives in Spokane. You can't get 5/16 or actually fuel line at all from anywhere other than AutoZone. So thank you, AutoZone. I was filling it up and I don't even know if you can see it, but it was just spraying out of the back of the head. So now there's a simple green all over my lawn. Okay, it's very obviously night, but I have everything fixed. I have the fuel line on. I can show you all this stuff tomorrow, but it should start. So I'm gonna set you guys up and I'm gonna try to start this thing. Oh, and I fixed the coolant leaking. Obviously it's that bolt hole. I put that stud back in and no coolant leaks. We start fires the fun way here at Jayson's garage. Oh, flame lock's on. Oh, yeah. I'm going to try to see if I can grind this weld off first and see if I can just get this to slide out and see if that'll be easier than trying to, you know, drill this entire pin out. Okay. So, if you run into this scenario where you need to get these pins out of a fender on any mini excavator, I'm guessing, grind the welds off, take your air hammer and a the pointy bit. I don't know what bit that's called. But anyways, then get it started going down, and then you can come back in with a, I don't know, this isn't the right size punch, but I just used a 1/4 inch punch, and right through. Pretty easy, pretty easy. I'm going to take my drill bit and ream out those holes a little bit. They're kind of rusty, and it's making my bar that I got not fit all that great. But anyways, after I get those holes cleared out, I'm gonna go steal the brackets that I need off the tractor, and then we will get this rod slid through, weld up the 2 end caps, and it'll be easy as that, I think. That weld is not very pretty, but the one that matters is pretty pretty. So, I mean, it's not super pretty. If you're a welder, you're probably like, yeesh. But you know what? It works. And I was gonna throw a coat of paint on it, but my can is a little bit cold. So we're gonna warm the can up, and then we'll throw a coat of paint on it, and then this door is ready to go on. I knew that went too smooth. I knew it. So anyways, we'll undo everything we just did to flip those brackets around and then actually mount it on. I came back to redeem myself with these round 2 welds. Look at that. This one, man, this thing does not like to focus up close, but look way better than the last one. So freaking gonna get these painted up and then put it back on the tractor. That was a pain. Holy crap. Okay, so this is not fun to do by yourself, but it's off the garage floor and it's on the tractor. Come over here. You get it open, and I mean, obviously you got your shock, you got your mounts down there. Had to move the striker a little bit, but it's looking good. And all that stuff's not gonna be getting soaked anymore, so that is a huge plus. Super excited about that. All right, guys, I will catch you tomorrow. We're gonna try to get a new battery, because I'm pretty positive that the battery is what's giving us super high resistance. Okay, so let me get into this. So over the past 2 days, I have reshimmed the valves, got the thing running, and then figured out that the fuel pump shut-off valve is not working. So we have definitely a bad battery, and I'm starting to think that that battery is the source of our electrical issues, because we're having some electrical issues where we're having way too much resistance on the ground side. And it's super strange because, like, it seems fine everywhere else except for at the fuel shutoff switch and the fuel shutoff switch relay, which I don't understand fully, because, like, if you trace the wires, it ohms out good everywhere else. So I'm kind of hoping that it's a bad battery, but we're going to get a new battery tomorrow and we'll update you guys then. I got the new battery. I installed it. Everything started working like it was supposed to, so I got everything all buttoned up, and hopefully we are looking at the final start attempt. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let this thing run for a second and warm up, but that's a pretty exciting sight to see. Started moving and I realized I wasn't on camera. That was super, super successful. We got Micah's car moved. We didn't hit the fence. We didn't mess up Micah's car. The tractor started. Feeling pretty freaking good right now. My yard? I don't think so. This morning, I am out here just finishing everything up. We just got the radiator drained, as you can see, by all the wet concrete out here. We're going to get this thing filled up with coolant, and then we're going to wheel the pressure washer over here, and we're going to clean up all of this nasty grossness, and then we will rewrite our dates, and then we got to grease the thing, all the certs, all that, and then that is a job done. And I just want to take a second to say really quickly, for everybody who, you know, has stuck with the video up until this point, thank you. Thank you so much. This has been a battle between putting the hinges on the right fender wrong, the valves needing relashed, the fuel shutoff switch just randomly stopped working because the battery died and, you know, it was at the end of its life. There was so many different things that fought us along the way here. I can't even think of all of them. There were so many things. So I just want to say thank you. Got this a little bit fuller than what it needs to be, but it was full of water and I just had to throw some coolant in there, obviously, since it's getting so cold. This looks like it's full and like it's expanding, but I'm just gonna let it sit here and drip for a second until I can 100% verify that. It is looking, whoa, it's looking really good compared to how it showed up. We've got freaking way less crap. We've got a brand new battery. We've got this thing sitting right. And I mean, what more could you ask for? What more could you ask for? That concludes today's video. We got the freaking excavator on the trailer. I didn't die. We didn't hit the Subaru again. Ayla's here now. Everybody say what's up, Ayla, in the comments. No, I'm just kidding. Don't say what's up. Say, Ayla, you're a loser. Anyways, freaking, we're gonna get this thing chained down and get it taken back home. And I just want to thank everybody for watching this far. Maybe drop a like, drop a comment. Maybe go check out jaysonsgarage.shop. Get yourself a t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, magnet. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely smash that subscribe button. Don't just freaking hit it. Smash it. Okay, all right. I'll see you guys in the next one.